The matter, the visible veil of the invisible creation. Kardec teaches that matter is not a primitive substance, but the result of successive transformations of the universal cosmic fluid, the divine essence that fills all space. This fluid is the fundamental element from which everything originates. Worlds, bodies, forces, life, God, through it, manifests the creative thought that shapes the universe. Thus, matter is neither independent nor eternal. It is mutable and transient. Everything that exists in the material world is subject to transformation, from birth to dissolution. Nothing is destroyed, but everything is converted into new states. This is the law of conservation and renewal that governs creation. Kardec explains that human senses perceive only matter in its dense forms, but there are infinite degrees of subtlety in the universal substance, from solid to ethereal, invisible to the eye, but just as real as what we touch. Spirits live and act in these subtle layers of matter, and from them derive the spiritual phenomena that terrestrial science still does not fully understand. Modern physics provides remarkable confirmation of this view. Today, we know that matter is only a condensed form of energy. Atoms, once considered indivisible blocks, are composed of subatomic particles, which in turn behave like fields of probability and vibration, not solid objects. Matter and energy are, in fact, two states of the same reality. As Einstein demonstrated in his famous equation, E equals mc squared, what Kardec called the universal cosmic fluid, science today recognizes as fundamental energy fields that permeate space and give rise to visible matter. Cosmology also confirms this unity. It is observed that only a small part of the universe is made up of known matter. The rest, about 95%, is made up of dark energy and dark matter, invisible, but which determine the behavior of galaxies. The invisible, therefore, sustains the visible, exactly as Spiritism teaches that the spiritual world sustains the material. For Kardec, understanding the nature of matter is understanding the role of the spirit. The spirit is the intelligent principle of the universe. Matter, the instrument it uses to manifest and evolve. The temporary union of these two elements gives rise to physical life. Separation, called death, simply returns each to its original state. Matter, therefore, is the visible form of divine thought. It is not an enemy of the spirit, but its school. Through it, the spirit learns, feels, experiments, and progresses. When the spirit rises, it dominates matter and ceases to be a slave to forms to become a co-creator with God. The study of matter, far from distancing man from God, brings him closer to him. Because the more man delves into the innermost substance, the more he finds order, intelligence, and purpose. Science, in uncovering the atom and the cosmos, reveals the same principle that Spiritism proclaims. Everything is life, vibration, and thought in action. If this message has inspired a new perspective on nature in you, share it. Because understanding matter is the beginning of perceiving the spirit that lives in everything.